I actually got involved with the Conservancy through my family ties to this park. My great-great-grandfather was Ludwig Mankey, who was San Antonio's first parks commissioner. And people recognize that through Mankey Park, which runs from Brackenridge Park up to the Botanical Center. And he was San Antonio's first parks commissioner in 1899, and he was good friends with George Brackenridge. He convinced Brackenridge to donate the original 199 acres for the park. Whereas Mankey brought the Brackenridge Park into the 20th century, I view my role in continuing that legacy in bringing this park into the 21st century. Brackenridge Park is part of the soul of the city. Anyone who has lived here for a long time, especially people who grew up here, everybody has a childhood memory of Brackenridge Park, their earliest childhood memories. Going to the low water crossing, riding the train. It's part of who we are, I think, as a city. There is a very strong, heartfelt connection to this park. And so we feel a special duty to help preserve it and enhance it and protect it for all the citizens. The pump house behind me is an iconic symbol of this park. And it is the oldest industrial building in San Antonio, built in 1879. And it is a symbol of the story of this park, which is the story of water. You can't really restore the rest of the park until you start with one of its most iconic buildings. And this building just symbolizes so much and deserves the attention that it needs.
The Conservancy was formed in 2008, and it's the only organization solely dedicated to advocating for Brackenridge Park. Conservation Society was instrumental in helping form the Conservancy, and we've been working since that time to understand the park, the stories that you are aware of, but the hidden stories too. The main challenge over the years has been looking at the park in a piecemeal fashion. And we, the Conservancy, are reminding people that the park needs to be looked at comprehensively, and whatever project develops must be understood and how it will affect another area of the park. So we are repeating that every time we speak. Yes, I'm standing in front of the San Antonio Waterworks Pump House #1, and one of the interesting stories is it pumped water up to what is now the Botanical Garden, and there is a reservoir there, and then the water ran back down into homes, into pipes. So this was really the precursor to saws. So we are able in this northern reach of the park to talk about how water was delivered to the early citizens and the indigenous population, as well as to modern San Antonio.
A renovated pump house for Brackenridge Park and the educational program that will engage everyone who visits the park is really exciting. They'll learn more about everything that's happening here, all the revitalization of the park. The success of this restoration project will be measured by the completion of the project on time and on budget, as well as the quality of the construction and the restoration that will be happening. A grant for this project will highlight Impact San Antonio's role as a ground-level partner in preservation of the park's historic structures and convey the story of the city's long-standing and vital relationship with the San Antonio River. An Impact San Antonio grant will be used for construction of a new roof for Pump House #1. The existing roof is badly deteriorated and has very negatively impacted much of the building's interior. A new covering will be a standing seam metal roof, similar in design to the original roof, and will include a new subroof, insulation, and wooden trusses for support. So an impact grant would be the beginning of a whole restoration process, and it has to begin with the roof to protect what's on the inside. Our goal is to lift up Brackenridge Park to become one of the country's great public places, a beloved urban park surrounded by engaging attractions and a vibrant community. And we expect to meet a need that has existed for generations in San Antonio.